Welcome to our Babel project presentation about land follower robot design. We are the LFRMA7 group, which is consistent of 4 members, namely A. Miftah Fauzi Ridwan, responsible for design and selection of robot component; Rizky Putra Ramadan, manage robot programming and testing; Rahmat Cahyo Agustino, focuses on electrical analysis and research related to sensor technology; Angelica organized the entry project. Today, we will explain to you that how our land follow robot work, its features, and the challenges we face during the development process. Let's start with an explanation of the basic concept of land follow robot.
The following are the components that we use in this project.
Below is our budget plan. The first table is the item have been purchased with the total price 272,200 rupiah. The second tables show item not been purchased and will be purchased with the total price 60,000 rupiah. If all combined, the grand total is 332,200 rupiah. So, our group remaining money is 67,800 rupiah.
The robot design makes maximum use of length, width, and height according to the rules. Gripper concept the use along arm 2 servos and a claw section 1 servo to make programming on the robot easier. The goals in to design and build in simple robot program system that can automatically follow the weight line according to what is programmed and be done automatically. This robot is also programmed to avoid obstacles and re-enter the line. The following is a view of the robot from the front, side, and top with its dimension. The following is the in-front view of the robot before it extends to a width of 14 centimeters. The length of the robot is 13.6 centimeters, and the height of the robot is 112 millimeters. And when it starts to enter the competition area, the robot will expand its robot body to a length of 108.6 millimeters.
Now we go into the explanation of the position of robot components. As you can see, my group robot project has 3 layers, including the base layer, middle layer, and top layer. On the base layer, we put the line sensor on the front but under the plate with an additional 6mm spacer. Then on the top of the plate, we put the ultrasonic sensor. Behind the line sensor, we put the free wheel. Next, we put the motor driver inside. Then on the right and left side, we put the DC motor in a lying position with the wheels attached. Next, on the middle layer, using a plate as a stand, we place 2 servo for arm movement, which are directly connected to 1 servo to move the gripper. Then behind it, we put the Arduino by adding a 10mm spacer. Then on the top layer, there is a battery. The reason we put the battery on the top layer is to turn the robot on and off. As for the problem regarding where robots are, the robot must be able to read lines. We put the line sensor at the forefront in the lower area so that the robot can work automatically according to the line read by the sensor. And the second, the robot must be able to read object. We put the ultrasonic sensor at the front so that the ultrasonic can read object without any obstruction from other components by utilizing a mechanical gripper which is above the ultrasonic in the initial condition. In the process of making the robot, of course our group experienced several obstacles, especially in the design part. In the initial design, we want an appearance like this, even though that design required the use of the 3D printer in the process, so we have to redesign it so that this look like a prototype right now.